So what am I doing right now? Normally I would not mess with these. If I had a student or someone who I've worked with at one of the trapping clinics or one of the things like that, the first thing I would tell them is if you've got an animal that's coming in and it's uncovering your traps and it's stealing your bait and it's pulling your lured Q-tips or your lure holders out of your sets, don't invest trap nights in trying to catch that animal. Just if you're going to set another trap, just set a new set somewhere else and just, count your losses, keep bedding that trap, keep covering it up, but you're better off to invest trap nights somewhere else. However, what you see behind me there, kind of over my shoulder, is a brushy fence line that has historically been one of the best locations I have for catching bobcats. I have about a half a dozen sets, but there are 4 sets in particular that every night when I bait, relure, do everything, every night something is coming along and stealing the bait and lure out of it. They're sometimes avoiding the peat moss, which I use peat moss to keep my traps from freezing down. But what we're going to do today is I'm just going to bed these traps straight in dirt. We've got about a 4 or 5 day window where it's not supposed to get below freezing. So I'm going to be able to just bed these traps solid in dirt. I'm going to back set them off of my actual traps that have peat moss on them that this animal seems to associate with some sort of danger or some sort of traps. And we're going to come in behind those. We're going to set these traps off back behind. And we're going to try to catch this animal that keeps stealing all my bait. Like I said, most of the people who, if there's anyone who follows this channel or watches my stuff, who knows me well, knows I always say don't do this. But at this point, I'm losing 4 trap nights a night every single day to some animal that is stealing this. More than likely it's a raccoon, but there is an outside chance that it is a fox. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to back set these traps. I'm going to take them about 10-12 inches back from where the trap is located now, an additional 10 or 12 inches away from my attractor and my bait set. I'm not going to put any bait, any lure. I'm going to bed these traps really, really solid, and I'm going to try to catch them as they approach this set without tipping them off and try to get this animal off this line so I can keep these cat sets working, because right now I am losing trap nights like crazy. Follow along. This is another set. This here is another set that keeps getting robbed. I keep putting sardines in the back of this set, and they keep coming in and taking it. As you can see, there's a log here. I'm going to actually move this log completely out of the way. I usually use it to kind of guide and squeeze them, but somehow they're coming in and out of here. They're completely avoiding that trap set. So I'm going to come back here, back off this a little ways. I'm going to set that trap kind of offset, kind of back over here where that log sits, and see if I can't catch whatever's coming in here and stealing the bait. This is a dirt hole they keep messing with. You can kind of see how that's all been scratched around on top of the dirt pattern there. I went ahead and filled the hole in with leaves to cover up the bait so that as I go by and check it right quick, I can see if they've removed the leaves. I know the bait's been stole out of it. I'm going to back up just right about here, and I'm going to put in another set right back off of it where I think they're coming in and messing with it. So we'll see what happens. So I just got back from setting those sets. It's Christmas Day. And like I said earlier in this video, and I want to restate again, for the most part, if you're experiencing an animal that is uncovering or messing with your sets, I really do believe you're better off to just, if you're going to invest the time to set another trap, just set another set. Go out, make a new set somewhere away from where, pick another good location. Don't invest the trap nights in trying to catch a trap-wise animal for the most part, unless you're doing some sort of animal damage work or you're doing something where like it's really important that you get that animal. However, this one's just become personal. So this animal, whatever it is, there is an outside chance it's a possum, but I would guess from where the locations are and what's going on, it's probably a trap-wise raccoon. But again, it could be a fox. I think everybody, maybe your pride doesn't hurt quite as bad if a fox is outsmarting you, because they're known for being kind of wily and tricky. But in my experience, a lot of times raccoons get pretty shy about peat moss at times, especially bigger, older raccoons. So we'll see. I'll keep everybody posted. If you want to find out if I actually get this animal caught or if it just continues to outsmart me and make me look like a fool, I guess please like and subscribe and follow, and we'll let you know what happens moving on. Like I said, everybody have a Merry Christmas, and we'll catch you on the trap line.